Campfire stories from the Dying Embers universe. Dragons, aliens, and things that go boomp in the night.
Seeds time.
Part 5.
Yes, she said quickly, snatching up her notepaper and notebook and clutching it to her chest. The only grin spreading over her face. I bleep book. I think I'll talk to the LA Ranger tomorrow. He would probably have reports about if any of the other people who had sightings surrounding anything right after the sightings. You probably want to get to bed. It was a second of knowing silence church out between them, and Caden's flushed fiercely. "Get home," she added quickly. "Get home, get to your bag." Cat was smiling, that half smile, and his eyes tinkled like the light as he rose, stretched, and yawned. "Yes," he agreed. "Let me go tomorrow what you find. If some of those entries are more than 20 years old, though, the historian might be a better source than the LA Ranger." "Yes," Caden said. She didn't quite like how sincere her voice sounded. "Come back after work tomorrow." Caden slimed to the door, wondering far more if she should try to get a kiss than about the hot cat. Though the door closed behind him with no kiss, and she bit the leather cover of the notebook in frustration. The next afternoon, her supervisor showed up to claim the notebook, without comment on any of what she had entered, or on the faintly visible set of tooth marks left on the cover. Cadence finished her day, once more denied the use of the fancy new computers, working on the office one corridor tinky calculator, a list of members and ratios on a paper in front of her. An uneasy frown was creasing her face by the time she needed up and saw Pat chatting with two dirt-covered members of the Trails crew in front of her housing unit. That gave her his special smile and waved. The two tired Trails crews gave her matching exhausted smiles, nodded companionably at Pat, and started their final trudge to their own housing unit around the corner. "Did you have a good day?" Pat asked as she let them in. "Yes." Kenneth hesitated. That wasn't true. I thought around to lie to the man who saved his special slough for her. "No," she admitted with a sigh. Pat's face creased with concern, and he helped drive her back that. "My real job went fine," she said, "and I got it done in more than enough time to work on this." She tapped the note people with a finger. "But," Pat asked, as Elise sat down on the table. Kitten stared out the small window as she tried to formulate the seed of dread that was growing inside of her. "Over the past 3 decades," she said slowly, "there's been merely 100 sightings of the Hawk Cat, most at a great distance into the night. 12 of those sightings of the Hawk Cat involves the Hawk Cat interacting with an observer in some way. In all cases, it was a park employee in the back country. In fully 9 of those instances, the park employee found either a lost camper or human remains almost immediately after they lost sight of the Hawk Cat. In 5 of those 12 cases, the employee observed that it seemed like the Hawk Cat was leading them towards something before it disappeared." "Useful critter," Pat observed. The deep concern in his eyes made her unease grow. An oddly painful silence fell between them as Cadence tried to figure out why this information made her so guilty. "What do you think it was trying to show you?" Pat asked in a quiet, serious tone. "There was something under the track," Cadence said, and gasped as her eyes flying up to Pat, meeting his calm, intense gaze. That thought, spoken to answer his question almost before it had formed in her mind, had not been what she'd been thinking about a moment before, but now she was certain of it, and one by one her memories fell into place. "Let's go then," Pat said, standing briskly. "But," Cadence interjected, "I can borrow my roommate's Jeep," Pat said, holding out his hand to her. "If you can the key to the forest road that cuts over Shriner's southwest flank, we can reach the trail in an hour easy. From there it's about, how far does it spring?" "At half an hour's moderately fast hike," Cadence said with a smile spreading across her face. "Then another half hour about the Jeep," Pat said. "Plenty of daylight left this time of year, and that storm that's been threatening us for days is probably moving in tomorrow. We should do it tonight. I'll admit the Jeep." Cadence found herself rushing around, gathering up her hiking gear, and then in the Jeep as Pat steered them expertly through the back roads, first paved, then gravel, then a wall of volcanic earth. Cadence found it easier to keep her eyes closed as Pat whipped them around tight cliff corners and over rises in the road that gave them perceptible time in the air on the other side. His trident didn't exactly scare her, but she just felt more comfortable not watching the trees whip past.
End of Part 5.
Bard has led his pool of outcast warriors across the stars to this strange blue planet with its cold, nearly dead surface. For years, they clung to each other in the magma caverns, only going to the surface to humor the curiosity of their hosts, until the day a young alien wandered into Bard's song and resonated with him, and gave his pool a hope of something more. Now, a dark threat from Bard's homeworld threatens the fragile connection he has formed with this alien family, and the stars sing of war.
Get your copy of Hidden Fires, available only on Indiegogo this October 2024. Check out the link below the video, like, subscribe, and share.